Bladed Articles.
Hello and welcome to Bladed Articles. Today is a special day. Now, I can tell you why, because it's from this guy over here. This is Who Knives, and Who Knives has arrived at my doorstep. Now, it has been at my doorstep, well, in my hands. It arrived about a week ago. It's been in my hands for about a week. So, honestly, I am super excited to show you guys, and the reason why is because this has been in the works for quite some time. Now, I know Carl, and he has. I've seen this grow from a fag packet drawing all the way up to what I will show you in a second, the absolute real McCoy. Now, he has done an absolutely stellar job on designing this and getting it manufactured, and obviously here in the UK now. So, honestly, I'm so super excited. Let me get it. Here it is. This is it. So this is the Who Knives V1. Who Knives' very first knife. Can you freaking believe it? It's finally here. So it doesn't come with a sticker on the front. I just put that bad boy on there, opened it up, obviously checked out the knife, saw the sticker, thought, I want it on the front there. So I've got number 93 there. That's for personal reasons I chose that. However, it would come slap bang in the middle here. Now this box here is a really decent hard case, I think, anyway, compared to for the likes of, for example, something like this. This is all squishy and it hasn't got real hinges. It's going to break over time. At least with this one, we've got real hinges. It's like, look, it's like legit real hinges on there, which is pretty decent. And also, it's got, when we can open it, and we see all the goodies inside, it's got foam padding in there, and also it has a little seal in there. I don't know how waterproof this is. I have not tested it yet. However, I think I'm going to give it a dunk and see how good it is. I don't know. It is a box at the end of the day, so we'll see what happens with that. So first in order is you get a little polishing cloth per se, and it has obviously got the Who Knives logo on it there, as you can see, just on the front side there. I've left it in the baggie just because I haven't needed to use it yet. And then we have got this lot here, and then obviously the knife in the custom logo baggie there. So I'm just going to run through these quickly. Also in another little sleeve baggie you get stickers, which is always a bonus. You get, I do believe, 2 matte ones, 2 gloss ones. Now I've obviously put one on this case here, and that was one that Cole sent me a while back when he was doing them, which was dope of him. Thank you very much, buddy. Now we'll go on to some super cool stuff here. So this is the spec card, as you can see. I chose number 93, and then on the back you have got your full list and spec of what it is running there. Just leave that there for a sec. Feel free to pause it. And you've also got the socials business card, and thank you very much for your custom. Nice touch there, my friend. Now this is the golden ticket. I don't know why, I don't know how, but this Carl has just gone nuts about this, as in like this whole knife overall. He has done an absolutely stellar job, and he's even offering a lifetime warranty on the knife. On his first knife, he's offering a lifetime warranty. How friggin' cool is that? That is awesome. Obviously, there are stipulations for the lifetime warranty, and I do believe there is a lot more on the website. Obviously, don't misuse it. Don't use it as a pry bar. Obviously, that's not going to be covered. But if it's manufacturing defects, etc., I do believe he will cover that for you. So inside here, when we get it out, I know it's been almost 5 minutes, but I've waited almost X amount of months, so now we can finally get to it. This should arrive in a little baggie, like a little clear one. However, I've taken it out. I lost it. I got too excited. It's in the bin somewhere or on the floor. Anyway, check it out. There is the super sleek, super clean design from Cole. And oh my god, the action is so sweet on this. It's absolutely lovely stuff. Let's just clear this all out of the way, and then we'll get a closer look at it. So as I said, I got this about a week ago, and I didn't want to do a review. I didn't want to be the first one out there to do a review on it or an unboxing, etc. I wanted to use this as I do with every other knife on this channel. I use it for a week, see how I like it, and then I give you my point of views on it. Now, I know Carl, and he said if you do get it, be honest, and that's what my channel is about. I'm going to be honest about it, and there are a couple of little niggles with it. Now, we will run through that in due course, but we will go down the list and we will cover them individually. So, first on the list is the price. This is coming in at £110, and I think that is an absolutely fair price considering the materials that you get with this. So, I know at least 2 knives off my head that cost more, sometimes double. I think one of them did cost me double actually than this one here, for pretty much the same spec. I think even, well, roughly equivalent still anyway. So we will go on to the colour and the scales first. Obviously this is titanium there, and I'll just see if you can get a closer look at that. This has had a week's worth of use on it. Now there is a tiny little nick there just across it, little what do they call it, snail trail almost. And on the back here there is a little bit of rubbish from the pocket clip when it does move. Now apart from that, there isn't too much wear and tear on the scales itself. Now because they are full titanium, it feels like a tank when you hold it. It is very solid, very nice feeling. The ergos are very nice on there, especially when you choke up a little bit. It just fits in there really well. There is a small hot spot on this clip down here, on this deep pocket carry clip. However, it's not too much of a problem for me, and also that wobble and scratch mark, it doesn't really bother me too much. It's on quite a few of my knives as well, on my other knives, so I'm kind of used to it, so it's not too much of an issue for me. However, it may be for some. Right, so let's get on to sort of the same first point. You do get obviously a lanyard hole there, and I have chucked a bit of paracord through there just to double check, and you can get one, it's almost two. It is a bit of a tight squeeze, but it does go through there, and it is good as gold. There is no jimping. The only jimping I could find was on the actual flipper tab itself. Now there is enough on there to obviously get a grip, which I do like when people obviously add jimping to get a grip. I mean, that's the main purpose of it at least, and this does give you a solid grip on that flipper tab as you open it. So it's not smooth, you're not slipping off of it like I've seen on some of the other knives. He has thought about that and added that little bit of jimping in there. There isn't any up the top here, and that is, I do believe, because his name's on it. So I guess he didn't want to add that on there just to go through with that. Personal preference, I'm not too bothered about that because it is a double detent. I'm not going to be pushing down on it too much because obviously it's just going to close. So it's kind of not meant for that, is it? Right, on to the third point, which is the carry style. Now you can change this. This is left and right handed carry. Now if you can see in here, he's got just the cutouts there for them. So it is obviously on right handed at the minute. You can switch over to the left handed. However, once that has been switched over, you are going to have obviously that scratch there. Most people that I'm probably going to sell a knife to anyway are going to be right handed. Sorry about that, lefties, do apologize. However, this one isn't going anywhere. I'm never ever selling this one. That it just has too much sentimental value for me, I'm afraid. So just a note on the pocket clip as well. This little screw in here, if you can see it, it does look rather close to the blade. Now, I had a chat with Carl about this, and they basically, because this is titanium on this pocket clip, the factory didn't want to jeopardize the structural integrity of the pocket clip. Hence why you will see, if you look down the center of your one, if you do have one or others, the actual screw itself is out a lot more, and that is because it is actually technically a recessed screw. However, there is no recess on the pocket clip. Now I have recessed the pocket clip. I done this at my work, so it fits in there a lot more snug, and it is not poking out as much as it used to. Even though it was poking it out, it was not hitting the blade. It did not hinder its use, and it wasn't coming unscrewed, nothing like that. So it was just purely an aesthetic reason why I had recessed that screw back into there. Now Carl does know about this, and yeah, honestly, it's all under wraps. It's all good. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's just purely an aesthetic issue. That is literally it. Right, on to the next point, which is the blade. So the blade doesn't actually say it on there, but it is M390 steel. Now what you do get on the blade, however, is the logos, and it has got a rather nice grind on there. I really like this. It plays cool in the shadows, definitely. So I've been using this for a week, and I can't really say I've seen any scratch marks on this at all. I've been through cardboard, I've been through paracord, I've been through countless amounts of packaging, I've been through my food, I've been through, we had carpet, did I say carpet? Foam, sound deadening, all sorts. It's had all sorts thrown at it, and that's because I wanted to throw all sorts at it. I really wanted to give it its all, and it has absolutely flown through the week with flying colours. It's been absolute pleasure to use, and I will carry on using it as well. It's just one of those blades that you just fall in love with. That's my personal opinion anyway, but it being UK legal, I can carry it around with me. It's not too much of an issue as well. It's one of those knives that makes sense to me anyway. So we'll get on to the centering now, and as you can see, you've probably seen this already from the old pocket clip. That is a dead center there, and the stay in place mechanism, this is a double detent, so you can just about see one of the starts of the detent there. It does go around about like this, come back round, and then it's got that little tabby bar there for one detent, and it's just mirrored on the other side as well. Now I will be doing a teardown video of this. You can catch that next week, and also I forgot to mention, all of this you can thank UK legal carry for this, because I 100% completely forgot, but all of the screws are titanium as well. So literally almost all of this on this knife is titanium, including the hardware, which is awesome. And I do believe the actual double detents themselves, they are detent as well. Titanium, do apologise. Right, this calls for a drink. Here's to you, Carl. Cheers, buddy. Oh, right, now that's out of the way. Now we have been liquidated. Go on to the next point. We are going to be looking at the length now, and we will see what the cutting edge is. So I'm calling the cutting edge at just dead on 7 centimeters. I'm calling that 7 centimeters on the cutting edge, and then from point to point we are looking at 18 centimeters, but if you include that pocket clip, it's about 18.3, 18.4 centimeters. And the closed formation, point to point again, we are looking at, including that pocket clip, because that actually sticks out a little bit more because it is a deep pocket carry clip, you're looking at 10.6, 10.7 centimeters. Now onto the screw size. I'm pretty sure it's this size here. I will obviously double check. Yep. So where are we? T6, as we can see. So there's one here. Is that undone? Did I not do that up? Oh, there we go. Obviously didn't do that up. There you go. So that's 1, 2, and then even the pivot is the same. So that's 3, and then pivot on the other side, 4. Now the issues I've had with this. Now, like I said, I'm going to be honest. The issues I had from the box was that this was covered in oil, as in like it was dripping out of every orifice around this area, including the pivot itself, and there is a little bit of oil staining going on. You can't quite see it. I kind of caught it early, but I've seen a couple of other V1s that have had it a lot worse. So I took it all apart immediately, cleaned it all out, and only put a little dibby dab do in there. And it's not been bad ever since. It just arrived with a lot of stock oil from the factory. It's not really a down point, I guess, apart from the oil staining, but that was just one small issue I came into. And then there was obviously the recessed screw on the pocket clip there. And to be honest, that was it as well. They do tend to come loose a little bit. I have had to do this pivot up twice, and as you saw a minute ago, these do sometimes come a little bit loose. I have not put any Loctite on that. That's because I am going to be taking this apart, so I didn't see the point in actually putting any Loctite on it. But I will do once the teardown video has been done. But literally, those are the only niggles I can find. It doesn't affect the action, it doesn't affect its capability in terms of as long as you keep on it and you can Loctite them up, you can clean them. And my one, I messaged Carl about this pocket clip. He immediately said, look, I'll give you a new one, it's fine, don't worry, because my pocket clip was actually really far out. It was sat about there. It was around about there when it came out. Everyone else's was fine. I just got a duff pocket clip by the sounds of it. But I just bent it back in. I recessed that hole. I showed him. I said, look, it's fine. Not a problem, mate. It's all sorted. Happy days. So I just got a slightly duff pocket clip, I think. But that's to be expected from, a mass production of these items. You are going to get one or two that just have a little few bits going on, let's say. But for the most part, I cannot believe, number one, that you can get this for this price, and number two, cannot believe Carl's done it, for one. Honestly, I remember talking to him about this ages and ages ago. That's why I'm having a little drinky poos tonight, just in celebration of him and Who Knives. They are sold out at this minute in time, and I do believe they are doing another run. I think I hear on the grapevine. There might be, I'm not sure how many. I'd advise checking out the socials on the Who Knives if you do fancy getting one or snagging one. That's where they keep all the up-to-date information on there. So going back to the points, so we digressed quite a lot there. I do apologise. Done the screw size. Now we're going on to the logos. So I got obviously 93 for personal reasons. I think there was 250 on the first one. So 001 to 250, I do believe. And obviously there is the Sutton Hoo helmet in all its glory. Now, if you wanted to know a little bit more on the actual helmet itself and why it was chosen, etc., etc., head on over to whoknives.co.uk or .com, can't remember which one. Go check them out. It's got a whole awesome story and background on that one there. So he kept the front completely clean on there, so a nice sleek look, and then he's obviously added his name there as well, right in the center, which is pretty cool. Now, a couple of people had asked me why there is a dot, and after the D. So it's Carl Dean. So that's his full first name. Hence why there is not a dot after the C, because it would be Carl, then middle name Dean, then middle name, then surname Pearson. But it's actually all one first name. So it's Carl Dean Pearson. So glad we cleared that one up in there as well. Saves me having to say it again. And that is pretty much all she wrote for that part. Let's have a look at the hair pop, just see if we have got hair popping going on. Let's see if we can get some. Oh, there we go. Yeah, she's pinging. She's pinging. There we go. So she's still clearly shaving sharp. Now this came stinking sharp out of the factory. It was absolutely on fire. It was crazy, crazy. And it is still shaving sharp, as you have just seen. So awesome stuff there. Absolutely well done on that point, Carl. Sweet. So onto the size comparison now. So I've just got a few here. We'll start with a... what we got? Got a Fox soooooo. Now this is another knife that I know cost more than this knife here. Titanium, M390. Yeah. So there we go. That is a good value for money knife. And also Spyderco Pits, titanium, N690. What else we got? We've got a G-slip here. Just trying to line them up pretty darn close so you can kind of get an idea. Probably closest that one. However, you make of it as you will. Now this video has gone on for far too long. So thank you very much for holding on and watching and for being so excited with me. I really fucking appreciate it. And I will catch you on the next one. Stay happy, stay safe, stay shaving sharp.